What's up, guys? Probably wondering, you know, what's what I've been up to or what's been going on with me here lately. So first off, I still have the freaking infection in my right thumb that I've had for way over a year now. And you can imagine how many different doctors and how many freaking people I've seen in the course of a year over this damn infection in my thumb, bro. My thumb is so swollen. There's so much pressure and it's red and it hurts. Ow. It hurts so damn bad. And nobody to this day can figure out what the hell is wrong with it. It is still undiagnosed to this day. So I don't know what the hell's going on, guys. So I found another, oh my god, car. I hate this car, by the way. Um so I found another place, another orthopedic surgeon place that takes CareSource insurance. It's out on Owentangy River Road area, and I have an appointment there May the 24th. So that'd be a Wednesday, May 24th, to get looked at by a completely different orthopedic surgeon. I don't know why it's that hard for, oh my god. Don't ever get a Dodge Challenger. They're pretty trash, if I'm being completely honest with you. It would do that stupid electronic noise like damn near every 3 to 4 minutes. It's annoying. It's so freaking annoying. I have no idea, dude. Anyway, we will see what happens, and let's see if these guys can diagnose what the hell is wrong with me. I literally just want it to go away. I want the infection gone. I would like to be able to pick stuff up. That's a very simple, not asking for much. It's not a very high demanding task or anything to be able to just pick up an object with my hand without being in severe pain and causing me to drop that item. You know how hard it is to drive a car with this pain in my hand? Just grabbing the freaking gear shift, just trying to, control the steering wheel. It hurts so damn bad, guys. I don't know what the fuck's. I don't know what's going on. I'm really freaking praying that on May the 24th, that please, for the love of God, somebody figure out what the hell's wrong with my hand. Okay, I'm losing. I think I've been patient long enough. I've lived with this infection and this pain for over a year. I think I've been patient enough. If that's not fucking patient, I don't know what is. Okay, I have no idea what is. Otherwise, secondly, our car, the Saturn, the car that I usually drive all the time, it's in the shop, and there's a funny story behind that. So it needed CV axles, wheel bearings, random stuff like that in the front end, right? Took it to a little shop that some people here are probably familiar with. There's a shop in Grove City, Ohio called Bill's on Broadway. That's Bill's on Broadway. That's the whole name. We drop our car off to this place. They install a passenger side CV axle and a driver's side wheel bearing, right? And we go to, they call us. They say, hey, the car is done, ready for you to pick it up. So we head over to that shop and we pick up the car. Do you want to guess what happened on the drive home after picking up the car? I start driving home. I'm a couple miles into the trip, and that driver's side front tire, the side that they did the wheel bearing on, started to wobble loose. I swear to God, it started to go, started coming loose, dude. Checked it. It wasn't the lug nuts. Phone glitched out. Sorry. It wasn't the lug nuts. It wasn't the tire itself. They were all tight. It is lit. You know what it was? You're never going to believe this. These guys installed, when they put in the new wheel bearing, they had to take out the axle nut for the assembly and the cotter pin and all that stuff, right? When they put in the new wheel bearing on our car, they forgot to tighten the axle nut. Are you stupid? Okay, so like I said, I'm driving, the wheel starts wobbling fucking loose. I'm like, what the hell? At first I thought that it was the tires. Like, these idiots didn't tighten down the freaking lug nuts. Are you kidding me? I get out, with my socket and my breaker bar, and and the lug nuts are all tight. They're not loose at all. And I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? I take first I pull the cotter pin to the axle nut, and I take a 30 millimeter socket with my breaker bar, and I get on that axle nut just out of curiosity. I really wasn't expecting it to be freaking loose, obviously, but I go to check it, begin to turn it. It starts turning and turning and turning. It went 8 full revolution spins for how loose that axle nut was. So I tightened the hell out of it, slide the cotter pin back in, jack it up in the air, and I go to test it. And the wobble's gone. It quit wobbling. That's literally what it was. They forgot to tighten the axle nut after they installed the wheel bearing. But here's the problem. Even after I tightened the axle nut and I went to drive it again, there was a super loud ass, like, roaring noise coming from the front driver's side, from the side that was loose. It was like, I'm like, what the hell? What now? What the hell is going on? You know what happened, guys? You really want to know what happened? So, when that axle nut came loose while I was driving home, it caused the wheel bearing to shift out of place, and it damaged the brand new wheel bearing that they just put in. So now do you know where the car is? Our car is back in the shop for a second time. The car is back in the shop getting a second brand new wheel bearing. So I called the shop and I told them what happened. At first, they didn't even believe me. They said, oh, I can assure you, our guys checked everything. Our guys torque spec'd everything, made sure that everything was tight. They said, oh, they even test drove it. Supposedly, right? So they said, hey, if it was an actual failure or whatever, it's going to be covered under the warranty, because there's a warranty with the wheel bearing and there's a warranty with the labor, right? So Bills on Broadway, they pay for a tow truck to come out to our house and to pick up the car. So they load the car up on the tow truck and they take it back to the shop. I get a call a day after. They're like, hey, yeah, it looks like that new roaring noise is that new wheel bearing that they installed. This idiot, by the way, this guy is an idiot. He said, we did check everything and nothing was loose. Everything seemed to be tight. That is because I tightened it down after it came loose. Freaking moron. Like, you can't make this shit up. Like, no shit, Sherlock. Fucking idiot. Oh my god. Fucking moron. So anyway, long story short. So now they're putting in a second brand new wheel bearing. And I told him, I said, please make sure that when this new wheel bearing is installed, that someone double checks that axle nut and ensures that it is torqued to the correct spec and that it is not going to come loose on me on my drive home, which is your job as a mechanic. You should, like, what the fuck? It's common sense. So today I'm waiting for a phone call from the shop to see if they get this thing done today. I have no idea. But this car has been in the shop now for like 2 weeks now because of this freaking issue. So I've been my mom loaned me her Dodge Challenger so that I had something to drive because I need something to get back and forth to work. You know what I mean? My mom doesn't currently work. She's not employed. And I do work and my girlfriend works. So we both have jobs, but we both share a single car. So I think us getting to work, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more of a priority. So she let us borrow the car till our car is done at the shop. Whenever that may be, I have no idea. But that's how my past few days have been going lately. Everything at work is fine. You know what I mean? I'm still working at Walmart in the auto care center as a service technician. I'm making, like I said before, I'm making $18 an hour to just change oil. Like, it's easy. Have no plans on leaving, no plans on quitting. I plan on staying at this place literally as long as I possibly can. And there's a siren. Good old Grove City PD. Road pirates, right? Tyrants. But anyway, that's how my day's been going. Yeah, just waiting for the call from the shop. Hopefully get the car back. There's also a braking issue that this has me freaking confused as hell. The brakes on the car have never been, like, amazing or anything like that. And I always wondered why. I was always trying to figure out why they were so bad. So one day, I put a brand new set of front brake pads on the car. You know what I mean? Because they were kind of thin. And I go to drive it. and the brakes actually felt worse than what they were before. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So then I do a little bit more digging. I got brand new brake pads on the front, two brand new rubber brake hoses on the front going to the calipers. And then I checked everything. I pulled all the caliper slides out, checked them, greased them. Everything opens and closes smoothly as it should. When I did the brake pads, I pressed in the piston in the caliper with the clamp. The piston went all the way in, and it went all the way in smoothly. I don't think there's an issue with the caliper, like at all. I really don't. I got all brand new bleeder screws on all four corners. New bleeder screws in the front and new bleeder screws in the rear. So now we can actually bleed the car, because the back ones never wanted to come loose. They were like stuck in there from being in there for so damn long. But that's all taken care of. All the new screws are in. And then we went through and we started bleeding the car. We started bleeding the brakes. And the brakes still suck. The pedal still goes like all the way to the damn floor. And I'm like, what the hell? Is there still air trapped inside the system? Or is my master cylinder starting to fail and just not build up pressure? I don't know. It's been fun. It's been a fun past few days, I guess, right? I ordered a new transmission mount, or not really transmission mount. The car needs motor mounts, because when you drive the engine, I mean, obviously, you know what motor mounts are. They stop the engine from shifting around when you're driving, and all that extra flexing and play is not really helping the CV axles or the transmission. So I ordered one of them, the easiest one to get to first, and it's the biggest one. So I'm thinking that would make a big difference, just hitting that one. So I ordered that motor mount off of Rock Auto. It's supposed to show up Monday, and then hopefully it'll be here and I can install it, because I'm pretty sure we still need a front driver's side axle. The shop, Bill's on Broadway, try to say that there's like you have a bad passenger axle and a bad driver wheel bearing. So supposedly, according to them, they were trying to say that the driver's side axle is fine and that the passenger wheel bearing is fine. Whether that's actually true or not, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea to go ahead and put another axle in the other side too. The axles for this car are literally $99. That's cheap as hell for a CV axle, okay? I don't know, guys. This video is getting a little long. We're like at 18 minutes or something. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jump off here. It's starting to rain. I'm gonna start heading back to the house and get this uploaded. Yeah. So my past week has sucked. It sucked. It's been terrible. But the finger freaking pain and the shop not having common sense on how to put a car back together. It's been a fun week. It's been a really fun week. Okay. But all right, I'm gonna head home. I'll see you guys whenever in the next video, I guess. See ya.